Okay. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to the special meeting of council for Thursday, May 1st, 2025. The special meeting of the City of Trail Council is being held at the council committee room, but you can also join the webinar for the special council meeting on the City of Trail website, trail.ca/YouTube. So I'll call the meeting to order, and it is 10:12. The adoption of the agenda, please. Is there someone, Councilor Martin and Councilor Hanson? All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. So the first item on the agenda is the bylaw for consideration, and we have a bylaw number 2955/2025. And this is a bylaw to introduce the 2025-2029 5-year financial plan for approval by council. And I'll pass it over to Mr. McClure. Did you,
Nothing's changed since Monday. Again, just a reminder, the reason that we are having this special meeting is not to try to meet the provincial deadline. It is out of some concern that Canada Post may go on strike. This speeds up the timeline for us to run the tax notices, check them for all the numbers, make sure they're accurate and correct, and get them in the mail before a potential strike. Not saying it's going to happen, but this is the reason why we're having it, council. And I think the council understands that, but just in case someone was watching or media was wondering why we were moving that up sooner than we would normally, if that wasn't a concern.
okay, Councilor Cashel.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Jones, for the chair. I heard your interview with Drew Wilson this morning, Mr. McClure. I really appreciated it, and I think that it's important information to get out to the public. So it was well done. Thank you for doing that. That's all I have, Mayor Jones.
Yeah, no, thank you, Councilor Cashel. I always appreciate when the media can chop it up, make me not sound fumbling over myself. So thanks to Drew Wilson, if that's come out, you felt anyway being accurate and informative.
Very much so. Thank you.
Okay, if there's no other questions or comments, I am going to read the bylaw out. I know it's a long one, but I think it should be read before we approve it or make the motion on it. So the bylaw is bylaw number 2955, and it's a bylaw respecting the financial plan for the years 2025 to 2029. Whereas in accordance with provisions of the community charter, requires the council by bylaw to prepare and adopt a financial plan for a 5-year period. And whereas section 165 of the community charter requires the financial plan set out the objectives and policies of the city. Now, therefore, under the authority of the community charter, this council of the City of Trail in open meeting assembled enacts as follows: that this bylaw may be cited for all purposes as the City of Trail Financial Plan Bylaw number 2955, 2025. Item number 2, Schedule A attached to and forming part of this bylaw is hereby declared to be the financial plan of the City of Trail for the years 2025 to 2029 inclusive. And item 3, Schedule B attached and forming part of this bylaw is hereby declared to be the city's revenue policies, which form the basis of Schedule A estimations. Enactment. Item number 4, if any section of subsection, sentence, clause, or phrase of this bylaw is for any reason held to be invalid by the decision of any court of competent jurisdiction, the invalid portion shall be severed, and the part that is invalid shall not affect the validity of the remainder. This bylaw shall come into full force and effect on the final adoption thereof. Read the first time this 30th day of April 2025. What is it?
Last council meeting was
28th.
28th. So
Thank you.
yeah, first, second, and third on 28th.
Yeah. So the first, second, and third time these have been read was the 28th of April. and reconsidered and finally adopted on the first day of May.
Your
2025.
worship, we need to pass the resolution as written in the agenda that the financial plan bylaw number 2955/2025 be adopted.
Okay, thank you. All those in favor, Counselor Martin. A seconder, please. Counselor Hanson, all those in favor? And that was carried. Thank you. So bylaw number onto the next bylaw is bylaw number 2956, a bylaw to introduce the 2025 municipal tax rates. Mr. McClure?
This particular rates you'll note are the ones that are, for City of Trail operating funds, debt, RDKB, and the West Kootenai Hospital. The other tax rates, basically, provided to us from the province and or from BC assessment. So that's why you're only seeing, even though there's more on the tax notice, that's the ones that we are responsible for, and that's why we bring them forward for council's adoption today.
Okay, is there any questions before we move to the? Okay, the recommendation is that the tax rates bylaw number 2956, 2025 be adopted. Counselor Martin, is there a seconder, please? Counselor Butler, all those in favor? That was carried, thank you.
Can you just call, is anyone opposed?
Sorry,
No,
that was
okay.
carried unanimously.
Thank you.
Okay, item 4 on our agenda is a resolution to exclude the public and adjourn the public meeting and immediately convene into a closed session. And the resolution is that pursuant to section 90 of the community charter, the public be excluded from this portion of the meeting as the subject matter being considered relates to the following. The community charter section 91L. And further, that the public portion of the meeting be adjourned, and further, that council immediately resolve into the closed portion of the meeting. Counselor Hanson and Counselor Butler, thank you. All those in favor? That was carried.
You need to do anything? Is there another link or?
Did you have another attendee on the Zoom link? It's
Yes, did you put in another? Nobody received a different email, did they, about a second link?
No,
Okay. I'm gonna have to get her to do one. So if you can just hold on, you'll get an email in just a minute, okay? And then we'll come back. Thank you.